Y'all, next we've got Acer palmatum, Murasaki kiyohime.
Awesome plant, y'all. This one, I'm a big fan of this one, y'all. This one is an incredible plant. It brings it in that container garden or in the landscape. You probably know about Murasaki kiyohime too. It's got that low spreading habit to it, that bright purple border in the early spring. That's why it's so highly sought after for bonsai people. But hey, if you're a plant people, you'll love this one too.
Now, the thing that distinguishes this one from something like kiyohime, people always ask us, kiyohime has a lot more lateral growth, and while this still has lateral growth to it, it is semi-upright in its habit. So you'll often have one off of the ground a little bit with a Murasaki kiyohime, where kiyohime itself is low and spreading closer to the ground.
This one's perfect still for a setting like in front of a window or somewhere you don't want something that gets too big, but you want a high splash of color. You can put these up close to your house because they have very non-invasive roots. Now, if you're very close to, like, say our house, like we have one up against a rock wall, it is gonna be more of a half moon than a full circle. So these tend to be more of a small, kind of rounded shape to them, kind of that toadstool-like canopy to it. And I mean, great fall colors too, more typically reds to oranges in the fall, but really, the really premium thing about this is that spring color with that purple border.
I think when we had these at garden shows, they were some of our first trees that sold out in that early spring when you have that purple-red border around the lime green eye on the outside, all the way around the tree in a uniform way. It just grabs your attention. It looks like a flower flowering, and everybody wants to take this tree and put it in a container. I mean, it's a fantastic container plant. You can grow this in the ground too, but it is extremely heat tolerant. That means you can grow this in the shade, but you can also grow this in a more sun setting as well, which is pretty spectacular for a little dwarf Japanese maple.
You know, now that we sell trees online instead of in person as much, there's a little less drama. This would be one at garden shows that people would be like, did they get the last one? And like, I certainly feel it when it sells out online because people are like, hey, but it's a little less confrontational when they're like, I want one better than the one she got. And you have to go find one better.
So true, so true.
Uh-oh, what's this?